Alright y'all, it's been about 2 hours since I last updated and it's definitely starting to pick up a little bit. Lots of leaves starting to come off the trees. Birds are mad because I won't let them out. Woo! I don't even know if you can see it anymore. It's so full of raindrops on my window. But it's howling. It's howling out there, y'all. Oh man. It's okay, Cusco. He just saw it, now he's freaking out. So this is an update from a different window so you can see, how much it's blowing around. There's a lot of debris already. I've seen some branches coming down and the storm is still 250K offshore. It's now 7 o'clock. We have been without power for 3 hours, I want to say. And I just wanted to show you guys how still it is outside right now. So we're actually in the eye of the hurricane. A lot of people think that's the worst part of the hurricane, but what's actually the worst is all the wind that's going to come on the other side of this once it picks back up. So we already have a number of trees down, and a lot of property damage. People's roofs have been blowing off in other parts of the city, and it's about to pick up quite a bit here. But I just wanted to show you, I don't know if you can see, but the trees are literally not moving at all. Like there's no breeze whatsoever out there. It's like eerily quiet. Well, good morning. So it is the day post hurricane. It is now Sunday morning. I was supposed to be at work today. Obviously that's not happening. So about 80% of my area is without power. It's the worst power outage we've ever had. Go figure. I look like crap because I pulled an all-nighter aerating my fish tank manually by pouring cups of water in and out of it after the battery failed. So this has quickly escalated into a bit of a worst case scenario. Obviously, of course it has. The birds are fine, they're good. My friend Shelby is on her way over because for as dire as things feel right now, my mom actually is in the one area that does have power. So we are literally going to drain my tanks and take them to her house and hope for the best. Because they're saying it's gonna be at least another 12 hours before we get electricity. And I really hope that's the case, because let me tell you, if I like put my fish at risk by draining and moving their tanks all the way across town, I mean, it's a small drive, but still, and then the power comes right back on, I'm gonna be so annoyed. All right, so here we are, no power. Everything is a little bit droopy and sad. My clowns look okay, but if you look at them, I don't think you can see it on video. They are breathing pretty hard, and I don't want to risk that. So right now I've been coming in here about every hour and kind of manually aerating this by pouring water in with this little cup. But most of my corals, actually all of my corals, are at least partially open. Most of them are fully open. This is one of the perks of getting as much natural light as we do. So they're doing okay. It's really just the clowns. So the very first thing I'm gonna do to kind of get this ball rolling is test my water. I'm hoping that the parameters in this tank are going to be similar to the parameters in my 6-gallon tank, because then I can actually just take both the clowns and my firefish over in the 6-gallon tank without having to disassemble this whole thing and move it over there. We have it almost half empty, I think. Probably close. And then Shelby's here. And then Gus, the conure, is also here. And Cusco's jealous. So the current plan is to fill up some buckets, take it over to my mom's, take it over to my mom's house, and then do like a 50% water change over there because she's on the same water as us, and they can just stay there until the power comes on, because I did test my water. It's out here. Did test my water, and the ammonia is starting to rise. There is some die-off happening, so not great test results. I have a little live trap in here. I'm hoping that my firefish will go in so I can bring him to mom's as well. And that's pretty much where we're at. All right, so the tank is drained. The hallway is really dark because all that's left is emergency lighting. And the backup on the elevator is about to crash. So we're gonna go down, get the cart, load up the tank, and then come back down and hope that we don't get stuck in the elevator. And and the elevator is down. So clownfish are in here, corals are in here, draining the tank and carrying it down 20 flights of concrete steps. Oh dear. This is not fun. This is not an enjoyable experience. For context, this is what we have to go down. All right, so carrying the tank down 20 flights of stairs was not realistic. So now we are carrying this Tupperware, courtesy of the lovely Emma Sampson, down to my mom's house. Hey, Maddie. He's like, I want to eat them fish. Can you not? Oh, he's a vicious predator. That's why you don't get access to this room. Anyway, so we moved them and it was stressful AF. We climbed down 20 flights of stairs, but it was worth it because they're literally like camped out under the bubbles of the filter, just like breathing it all in. So they're quarantined, they're acclimated. I also did a big old water change because my tank at home is starting to crash and the ammonia is pretty high. So now they're happy. We're gonna go, apparently PetSmart is open. So we're gonna go see if we can get some more salt, but they look a lot less stressed already. So for as stressful as that was, I think it was definitely the right call because they look pretty good. Developments. Turns out Cabela's is open. What are the chances? And we got the last bubbler and it's battery powered. So I got some D batteries. And we're gonna go home and put this on the 6-gallon tank and do a water change, and hopefully everything is salvageable. But the fish are settled in and I'm just so excited. We got the last bubbler in town. Like, oh my God, what are the chances? All right, so it is now Monday. The storm was Saturday. Quick update for you. So I still had no power again this morning. My 6-gallon tank started to crash. So I was kind of preparing myself just like emotionally to lose it and moving everything in here that I could. My 13-gallon tank, which is my main one with my clownfish and my corals, is now in this Tupperware. It crashed completely and I'll have to recycle the entire thing and get it reestablished. So they are living here at my mom's house. I just unplugged their filter because the power just came back on. So I'm running the hang on back filter over to my 6-gallon to try and salvage it, and running the air pump over to here to keep them good to go until I can move them back. All right, well, ignore my skin because it's been a little bit of a stressful time over here and I'm a little stressed. So right after my last update, when I got all excited because the power was back on and we were gonna go and do all that, got all the way back over to my house and the power was out again. And it's still out at my mom's house, which is why it looks different. And so I guess I just wanted to, I don't know what I filmed and not filmed yet, so I just wanted to take a quick minute to kind of debrief exactly where everybody is staying and what the game plan is going from here. And the easiest way to do that is honestly just to give you a room tour. So this is my mom's guest room. We're staying here because all these animals are guests. So down here, this is what is remaining of my 13-gallon reef, my Fluval Evo. My 6-gallon is at home running with a bubbler, but my firefish that's in there is getting really stressed out and not doing well at all. On the plus side, I did find somebody online who has power and has a 400-gallon tank who is offering up space to those of us who are still without. So if I can get my firefish out, or even the rock that he's hiding in, I'm just going to take him over there. But I'll show you what's going on here today, because it's not as bad as it looks. So wow, look at this light, it's amazing. Here are my clownfish. So Miguel is up at the top here, and this is Tulio, and he was the one that was really struggling with the power outage because he was born with a flared gill, so he does have some breathing issues, but you can see they're both doing really well now, just kind of hanging out on the back wall. Nice. They ate this morning and I fed them just a little bit of frozen and then took out the remainder, and yeah, they did really well. So this is the live rock that I was able to salvage from my tank. So this is about half of it, which will hopefully be enough to kind of reseed my tank with beneficial bacteria so we can get everybody in there sooner. My torch right here is looking a little shabby, but I did just move it because it was getting too much flow in its original place, and it did grab a piece of shrimp this morning and eat it. So it's not bleached at all. I think it's just a little stressed, which I mean is fair. Right next to it, up at the top, right here is my GSP. Again, still not doing super well, but it is fully extended, so that's okay. Hoping it comes back. My Welso is doing great. It's no worse for wear. It's fully inflated, feeders out. It's good. My Zoas are fine. I just moved them again as well, trying to find a spot for my torch. So they're fully closed up right now. And then in the back here are my hammer, my frog spawn. My Duncan is way in the back, but it is fully open. And then back in here are my candy canes, which are also fully open. So they're doing okay. And then over here, we have a cat. So this is our store cat from work, who's very content on this bed. Like, just listen. She's looking like she's dead, but she's not. She's purring very loud. So she's hanging out here because the store doesn't have any power. So all her stuff is on this side. So I've got her food, her water, her litter. That was kind of a make do with what we have, recycling bin, and that's that. I did not bring the birds to Mom's. Sorry, my dog is barking. I did not bring the birds over here. They're fine. They don't rely on electricity nearly as much as my other animals do, so they're good to go. They have their food, their water, they're at home in the aviary playing, hanging out. My gecko is good, and hopefully we get some power back soon. I don't even know what to say. So the power just went out at Mom's for no reason. I'm sure there's a reason, but it just flickered off. She didn't lose it during the storm, but it's gone now. Look, it's dark in there. Are you serious? Are you serious? I don't even know what to do at this point. Oh. And now it's back on. I'm so over this whole situation, you guys. Like, I cannot articulate to you how over this situation I am. And I realize that I am extremely lucky. Like, it's back on now, look. But I realize, I'm extremely lucky that this hurricane was not worse than it was, and that my situation was not worse, and that no one has died. I get it. But, oh my God. Power is back. I don't think I said that, which makes me sound really ungrateful, but no, I'm so glad. We literally screamed the entire way up the elevator. Shelby's here. Another adventure. All of my videos with like animal like shitstorms open with like Shelby is here. Yeah. But yeah, so power is back and I'm so relieved. I really hope it's still on when we get home. Where are we right now? My firefish was not thriving, to say the least. And I had posted about it on Facebook, and somebody local who had a big old reef tank offered to like house him temporarily while I recycle his tank, because my clownfish and my corals are all set up in their Tupperware and they're actually pretty happy about it. Hold on, we're going over train tracks.
I like how it says bum.
Right. I couldn't get him to come out of his rock, so I put the whole rock in a bucket, drove it like half an hour out of the city, and we just acclimated it into this guy's tank, and he drilled holes in Tupperware, so my firefish is just floating in the Tupperware and with a little rock so he can hide and having some supper. And he's pretty underweight still, so the guy's gonna try and put some weight on him while I just cycle his tank, and so he's just gonna hang out there while I get everything back up and running, which is honestly such a load off. Like, I don't even care about the power anymore. Like, I could go another 24 hours. Can I just say how freaking proud and relieved and grateful I am that like nothing has died. I'm probably gonna lose my anemone, but like I'm always probably gonna lose my anemone. It's had a really rough couple of months, so if that's all I lose, damn, I am so glad that so many people like helped me out, like you and my mom and this guy. Like, just so
Definitely
many
a good
people.
community.
But the reef community here is really small, but very kind. And all of my corals are doing okay. Like, everybody might make it, which is just ridiculous to even think about.
Behind me almost.
No, it's
rear-ended
okay.
me.
We just almost got hit. It's fine. It's fine.
And not
But-
to mention, we thought, so we were at Buddy's house trying to get the firefish out of the rock.
And we thought he was dead.
Yeah, he put
sorry.
a flashlight on it, and he was like, he's not moving. I don't know, guys. And then he was fine.
He
and
just
we left, and
gasped
he was
out
so
of nowhere.
happy. Yeah.
So now we're gonna go home and start cycling the tanks. I'm gonna redo my scape since I have to start from scratch anyway.
Yeah.
I found some weird stuff in my tank, so I'm gonna like give everything a really deep, good
Okay,
clean.
really?
Oh my gosh. Literally just almost got killed again. Some people like to live dangerously. Okay, gotta hang up now. All right, sorry, people were driving like maniacs, but everything is fine. But look, ready? Oh, I'm so relieved. I can't even explain how happy I am that our long Amish nightmare is over. I'll show you what the damage is and kind of just debrief, I guess. So this is my 6-gallon, so pretty much all torn down, and my firefish is at the dude's house. All right, and then in here, oh, this is what's left of my Evo. Poor Evo. Oh, I know. The birds are happy because I just came home. Yeah. Do you want to say hi while we talk about fish? There's Indy. There's Chip. And there's Cusco. Hi, baby boy. Coming up on my shoulder. All right, so this is Thursday. So we got power back on Monday and my tank is back up and cycling. I do have a couple corals in here that didn't fit in the Tupperware, and my cleanup crew is also in here, and that was kind of a last minute thing. Honestly, I thought they were dead, and then as I went to pull them, they were not dead, so they are now in here. But once my Tupperware tank comes home tonight, I will be moving them into there, just because I don't want to cycle a tank with inverts in there. That's mean. But this one coral just won't quit. It's fully open today. I moved it in here last night, and it was in a Tim Hortons cup for 3 days when my edge tank crashed. So I think my biggest takeaway in all of this is just how resilient the ocean is. This is insane, but I am so glad to get this up and running. This is not the final scape. This is just a salvaged piece of live rock that I'm using to cycle the tank, but I will definitely show you guys how it looks once everything is back up and running. In the meantime though, this is what we're looking at for ammonia. So it's gonna be a minute, folks.